What's up, YouTube? If anybody's there, just get to the thingy over here. What's up, Kevin? What's happening? Sunday night, summertime. I'm quite sure there's not a lot of people up, but I decided to start a random live chat anyway, so dilly dilly. Yellow aqua balls. What a funny name that is. I like that one. That's good. What's everybody doing on this gorgeous July? What do we get? July 15th here. July 15th. Madfish Diva. Dilly dilly. What's up, Mario? Go ahead, Kev. Blast away. Strictly Hangout. Fishy Snowman in the house. What's up, Samuel? What's hanging? What's hanging? That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What's your questions? What's your question, Kev? What's everybody up to? Everybody watching baseball? Everybody camping? Having a fire? What's everybody doing? I decided to do a quick live stream, see what's everybody is up to. If anybody has any questions, I've been getting tons and tons of Facebook questions lately on the Mass Aquarium's Facebook page, as well as personal messaging. It's being crazy. Everybody asks so many questions. So if anybody has any questions, I'm here to answer them. Bad storms, Mario. Yeah, we have had thunderstorm warnings like basically all summer in New England, and they just roll in and fire off giant lightning bolts and big pounding thunder. Happy birthday, Samuel. Happy birthday, buddy. The new tank is so-so. I'm going to have a video out tomorrow. I mean, I may even make it public tonight or tomorrow morning. The new fish tank is, let's just call it that right now. The World Cup. Is that who won the World Cup? Croatia or France? Eco Complete for substrate. I want to move that substrate over and mix it with sand and use both my filters from the 20. Will this be okay? Yeah, you can do that. No problem. You can mix it all up, especially with the brown from the Eco Complete and then the sand. It will look good, and that's completely fine. No problem. What's up, Rack? Rack in the house. Tennessee's here. France won. Oh, snap. Hey, I have a question. I just aquascape a fish ball. What's the best way of cycling it? I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. Fish ball? Oh, a fish bowl. Geez, tiny plants? I don't know. A fish bowl is very tiny, right? Like a gallon or less. Maybe like this much, all the way like this much of substrate, and then a few like plants that really just grow like crazy, so they're hardy, and then you can clip them. Hey Rico, what's up, buddy? How's the floor coming along? I've been following all your updates on Instagram. I've been off YouTube live streams for a while because I just want to enjoy the summer. But how's the grouting? How's the back breaking grout going on? Yes, I would rinse. Always rinse all your substrates. Rinse them, rinse them, rinse them. Greg Jones is here. He should be watching TV with his wife, but he's not. Would I keep African butterflies with tiger barbs? Tiger barbs are good schooling fish. I think they're notoriously nippers, but I don't know what African butterflies are. I've never kept them, and I don't even know what they look like. But I can assume I don't know. And all I know about African-wise is African cichlids. Good. Rico's basement's coming along nicely. Oh, good, Kevin. That's nice. Right? AFC East is playing the NFC North for their regular season schedule, because that's awesome. Hopefully neither one of them are hurt. Did Jamie get the tank? I'm sure. Oh, that's Rico's wife. She's got some eyes on that. Did everybody have a good weekend? Anybody go fishing, go to the pool, go to the beach, camp, have a fire? What's up, Dave? What's up, Jeff Rawls? I like to know what everybody was up to this weekend. What's up, Daryl? Heather, how you doing? Seriously, Rack? You went fishing in Alaska? That's awesome. Fury Fires had got his pool installed. James had a great time on Saturday, apparently. Samuel loves the trout fish. Greg dug in the dirt for his new awesome surprise greenhouse. Hey, Karen, how you doing from Cali? Kevin relax in his AC. Mario's drinking. Yes, I did a little bit of that this weekend as well. Did a lot of yard work this weekend. Cheers to that. Trimmed a lot of shrubs. That's awesome, Rack. I love to hear that. That sounds super exciting. I wish I could have done that. Hey, Lisa's in the house. Lisa from Canada, the best wrench in the world. And wrench, I mean the mediator, not the other thing. What's the easiest carpeting plant without CO2? I have awesome success with dwarf Sagittaria, and I know there's like SP Rippins maybe is a good one. Monte Carlo does pretty well. Baby tears, not dwarf baby tears, but baby tears like pearlweed. Then you can just trim it, and it just like runs along the carpet. Makes a good carpet. I like it. Some reason tonight, I think my eyes are getting worse. There we go. No, you know what? It's like I'm right in that between zone where it's too far away, but it's too close for the glasses. Jesus, I'm getting old. Okay, we got a bunch of people coming to hang out on a Sunday night. I also went and recovered the card from my camera on the hunting land. Lisa likes their glasses. I gotta. When I'm sitting in my chair, I use them to watch TV, and I just chill back like this and watch the TV. But like this is like one, like I need like. All right, yeah. Now I can read the comments clearly, and we're talking about absolutely nothing, Lisa. I just decided to start a live stream for no reason, see if anybody had any questions, because I get so many questions on YouTube, Facebook, and personal message on Facebook. people find me and they want to know what they can do with their aquariums. So I do answer those. I try to do the best I can to answer everybody's questions because I know it can be frustrating. I'm about to upload a video. Well, it's uploaded. I'm about to make it public, a video of something that's been very frustrating going on in one of my tanks that has never happened in 30 years of me fish keeping. I've never seen something like this happen, so I shot the video and I'll upload it, I don't know, after the live stream or tomorrow morning or something. You guys can check that out. But I figured I'd just start up a live stream, see who's got questions, who wants to come on and chat. How's everybody's tanks doing with the heat wave, or wherever you are in the world, what's going on there? And that's about it. Do a quick one. What's up, Nano Joe? Joey K. Zach. Ooh, love that. That's a good creek hopping. What's up, Rich? What's up, Dave? Do I still have any videos with details from the tank behind you? Yeah, I got tons of videos on this tank. I just cleaned the canister filter on this tank after a year. I went on vacation last year and cleaned it before then, and then it's been a whole year, July. And I mean, the tank is just doing money. Plants grow like crazy. I got to clip them, throw them out of the tank, throw them away, give them away. Filter was absolutely gorgeous for 1 year. Sponges look great. So the plants are doing their job, and the fish load, the bio load is low. So tank's running perfect, actually. This one for sure. We got thunder and lightning going on outside right now. Hey, Armando. Mike, what light is that again on the tank behind you? It's a Marine Land. Timer built in. Love this light. This light is really awesome right here. This light, I guess the one negative I would give it is it doesn't come with a hang kit, like a suspension kit. Because if you can, like I have them up on 2 giant beer mugs, but the ones I have down on the 135 are suspended like right over the tank on their like little brackets. But if you can reverse those brackets, which is fine, and then you just have to do a DIY mounting kit. But other than that, this light is bright. It's got like a ramp up where you can ramp to blues, then to whites, then keep the whites blasting, then ramp down. It's got a built-in timer, so you don't have to plug it into a timer like on your power strip. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. I love this light. And not just because Marineland is a sponsor. Like, I've had really, really good success with this light, especially on this planted tank. So much so that I have it on my planted tank. Well, the new 135, I have 2 of those on that big tank downstairs. Behind me, I have lamp up super. I have just sand, and then I have fluorite in the back, and then I use my Aquarium Box root tabs in the sand, and the plants just grow like crazy. Hey, what's up, Tanks? What's happening? Yeah, if you're talking about lowering the water temp in like a power outage, when it's really hot, bags of ice work well, as always. Oddly enough, I've never had too much of a problem in the summer with power outages where I have to cool down the tanks, especially living in Massachusetts. But most of my tanks are in the basement. If the power went out for an extended period of time, maybe the inside would get to 80 degrees, 85 like max. But So the tanks would be completely fine. Here in Massachusetts, we have to worry about when the power goes out in the winter, which that definitely happens with ice and fallen trees and heavy snow. So I usually have to wrap my tanks and battery power, oxygen, and hope for the best in the winter. Not ever worry about losing power in the summer. So yeah, Massachusetts doesn't mind if you lose power in the summer. You're gonna be fine. I don't know, unless you're keeping like a super cold water fish that can't have the temp of the tank be 80 degrees. But for the most part, you're good. Mario's got storms. Lisa's wrenching the crap out of the chat. Good job, Lisa. Who's got questions for me? I love answering questions about tanks and what you need to do and this and that. Dilly. What's up, Randy? Is it true that plants with red coloration can't be grown in low-tech tanks? No, not true at all. You can grow red plants in low-tech tanks easily. George Farmer, Justin, those guys grow red plants all the time. In fact, I just watched a video on that George was showing how he grows red plants, and it's all about in a low tech tank, and there's no CO2. I don't even think he doses it. I think it's just like a natural rich substrate, and the right par for your light will keep the plants red. If Lisa's doing awesome, if she could just drop a link to anything of George's, that would be sweet. Right to there, and then there you go. What's my opinion on Halea fish filter? Don't know what that means. Anybody knows what that is? Go ahead and post it in the chat. What's the easiest plants to grow? So that's a kind of a tricky, stupid question. Not a stupid question. Tricky question. And the easiest plants to grow are pretty much the same answer as the easiest corals to grow. It's what will grow in your tank. You can start any of your tanks off like in a million different ways, but whatever you're gonna put into the tank, are you gonna do crazy amounts of water changes? Are you gonna just see what you can get away with? Are you gonna over clean the filter? Are you gonna spend this time? Are you gonna spend that time? Are you gonna have dosing pumps? Are you gonna do water changes every 3 days, every 10 days, every 21 days? The easiest plants to grow in your tank are the ones that you can take care of and that work for your schedule. If you'd never want to buy demanding plants, but if you can do like any type of Amazon sword or like a sage, a lot of crypts are very easy. Anubias, Java fern. I have plenty of videos out. In fact, I have 2 videos, each with 5, so 10 easy plants for beginners. But the end game story is, what kind of direction do you want to take this hobby in for yourself? If you're just casual and you want like to have a cool tank in the living room, but not like do a whole lot of work, you can do that. If you want to really get into it and have some more difficult plants with CO2, you can do that. There's so many things you can do with fish tanks. The first step is what you're willing to put into it. And then once you figured that out, go there. Look at Lisa, put George Farmer right there. Boom. Randy says, thanks. I just switched to LEDs for my 60-gallon, have a brown diatone bloom. Any suggestions for a schedule for a bright white? Yes. Monkey Madness, bright white. I do 6 hours. So for this tank, the blues come on at 4:30, and then an hour later, the whites come on and the CO2 comes on, and I run the whites for 6 hours maximum. Hey, Sandy. Just want to say a quick hello before work. Haven't caught you in a bit. Sandy, are you going into work? Say hello to my wife, please. And thank you for that $20 super chat. You rock, Sandy. Yeah, Sarah's been working out crazy, so she said her legs are sore. So make sure you say that her husband feels the pain, and I love her. And have a great night at work, by the way. Do I still have my 75-gallon planted tank, the one with the rainbows? No, Armando, I don't. Unfortunately, that was one of my favorite tanks. I love that tank, but when I moved from my old house to this new house, I had way too many tanks, and just the stress of moving them all and the big tanks and with what was going on, so I just sold most of the tanks off. I only took 2 with me. My favorite size tank is a 40 breeder all day. If someone said you can only get 1 tank for the rest of your life, whether it's salt water, fresh water, this water, that water, and those are the only tanks you can ever set up, 40 breeder is my favorite tank. All the way. If they smack the 40 breeder, I'd say 75 because it's got the same depth, but it's a little longer. 40 or 75. Love those dimensions. Dilly dilly, Jeff. Any word from Aquarium Co-op about including products in? Nope, have not heard from Corey at all. He's got the email. He was a small business spotlight one time, so him and Greg have chatted, and he's got the info, and I got the info, but I haven't heard from Rack. Don't bust their chops too much, Sandy. Once I transfer my substrate and mix with sand, and I add my 2 established filters, yeah, and I would add some beneficial bacteria if you have some like Dr. Tim's, or I know my boy Mike does ATM Colony. Try that. How do I deal with blackbeard algae? Oh my God, it's the worst. You really have. Dave, what's up, Dave? How you doing? Sitting on your couch, ripping butts like a crazy man. Blackbeard algae is the worst. It's very tough. I've been dealing it with this tank for quite a while. It's non-existent. You know, it comes along in this tank every, 3 months with a little tuft here or there. And by tuft, I mean like a little, looks like a little piece of hair, like if you pulled a chunk of hair out of your dog or something. But I just spray it with my mix is half Excel TB, half hydrogen peroxide, half Excel, and I mix that together and spray it down, and it turns purple and disappears. You can get Siamese algae eaters, but most of the time they barely eat it, and then they just want to eat on all the food you're feeding your fish anyway. Hey Dave, smashing that like. What is the fish that you have never had before but would like to get in the future? A bass, a largemouth bass. You're allowed to have peacock bass, and you can catch those in Florida too. Why can't I have a New England largemouth bass? Massachusetts says I can't. That's what I wanted to put in the downstairs tank. It would have been awesome. Me and my 2 boys, my oldest boys, went fishing last night, and I nailed a 2.5, 3-pounder. This thing was a beast. I would have put that in there. That would have been awesome to watch him swim around, but can't do that either. I have not kept Bysher, Pectec. Sean has them. I think Joey's got them. They look super awesome. So those were one of the fish I wanted to keep in the 135. I was going big fish, and then I was going pike, and one of those IFG got me onto these pikes that were gorgeous. I was going to do those, and eventually I just wanted to get back to angels. Hey, thank Jeff Ross, fish keeping. I thought we'd drink for super chats over here. Dilly dilly, I did for Sandy for mine. Oh, thank you, Jeff Ross. Of course we do that for super chats. Sandy. Dilly Dilly, Jeff Ross. Dilly Dilly. That's my boy. There you go. Love the emoji. Oh, avatar or whatever too. The flat brim, big ass beard avatar. What was we're even talking about before the super chat came up? Someone remind me. I bought Siamese algae eaters, and I did eat my hair. Yep, Siamese will do a good job, but then they'll also start attacking the slime coat of your bigger fish. Yes, I wanted to go back to angels, and now I'm not going to say anything. You'll have to wait for the video to come out. Teaser. Yeah, rack. I understand too. Like, why not? Why can't you go catch a big fat bass and put it in a tank? Well, 12 inches is not too bad. That's what Samuel's saying. Subscribe to Tennessee Aquarium. They have videos on helping native species. Yep, there you go. Go ahead and subscribe. Tennessee Aquarium, folks. Subscribe. What's up, Michael Aquarium? That's a very nice name, I would have to say. I think my glasses have like zoned in. Who else is out there? Oh, there we go. Coming at you. What is everybody doing in the next couple weeks? Anybody doing anything special for the end of July and into August before summer's wiped out like super quick? It sucks. That's how quick summer goes. Lisa knows. She lives in friggin' Canada. Summer's like June, July, August. Up, boom, done. Yep, there you go. Rack's got it happening. Have I had a redfin catfish? That's a negative. I've never had a redfin catfish. I've actually never had a catfish just besides your normal variety of Cory cats. I've never kept a big catfish. Oh yeah, Monkey Madness. Of course it's hot till late October. So like in Massachusetts, April and May are pretty much like rainy as fuck, and like you might get a glimpse of good weather and it like gets you all excited, but you know, it's still like here or there. And then June is like good, it's like normal. And then July and August are super friggin' hot. And then September is beautiful, a little bit into October, and then that's it. It's just cold from mid-October to April. Cold and rainy and snowy and blah, blah, blah. But who doesn't like a fire? Lisa's got, yeah, we're hot too, Lisa. It's been like a giant heat wave. We have had no rain in about 6 to 8 weeks, and it's been hot as shit. Like at least 85 to 100 degrees every day, and then at night it only drops to like the 70s or the 80s sometimes. It's been like a random night here and there where it gets to like the low 70s, high 60s, but the daytime is 90 to 100. It's ridiculous. Fahrenheit. Oh, Jeff Raw's fish keeping's going to a couple of awesome YouTubers to do some interviews with them. That's awesome. How many tanks do I have? I have 4 right now. 115? Jesus Christ. Fahrenheit? That's like the sun. Or is that Celsius? I don't know the conversion. Mario says 109. Oh, JDO's fish tanks is like, I'm from Arizona. 115 is like a regular day. Fishy Snowman, who's going to aquatic experience in October? Me, Greg, and Sean Peck Tech will be there representing the booth. I'm hoping Michael from Aaron's Aquariums will come over and hook up with us and do the booth, but he's going to Magna, so he lives in England, so he's got to pick and choose where he flies to. And I know Magna's on his birthday. He's been always wanting to go to that. He's like essentially a saltwater guy anyway, so that's really good for him. Lisa says it was 47 to 48 degrees Celsius, so that means nothing to me. But she did say 115 Fahrenheit. That seems like a desert like. The aquatic experience this year is in Secaucus, New Jersey, or whatever. It's like, I can't wait. It's like 3 hours away as opposed to 22 hours. Last year, we all drove to freaking Chicago from Massachusetts. It was 22 hours one way, and we stayed in this Airbnb, and I won't bore you with the shit details of my sleeping, but oh my God. I'm so happy it's in New Jersey. Well, it's called the Aquatic Experience New York, but it's in New Jersey. And yes, it's 3 hours away from my house. It's like a quick boom, I'm there. Yes. Well, I don't know if there's any big events in Tennessee. Yeah, Fishy Snowman. He's right around there. He's an hour away. Perfect. Yep, Dave. He was there. I saw all his Instagram pics. With especially the fine looking lady from Fritz, and then I saw all his other Instagram pics, and it looked like a blast. So it's at the same place that Dave just was. I looked forward to seeing Dave ripping butts. Laughing with everybody. Hopefully we get to go out and have a few beers or something. Yes. Oh, look, Reef Spy. Is that the OG Reef Spy? Did you change your logo or something? It looks good, by the way. I haven't recognized that one yet, though. Yeah, same place. Fishy Snowman's gonna meet Dave for breakfast. Is that? No, my glasses, are they screwing with me here? I like the new logo there, Reef Spy. That's nice. Who's I know Dave will be there. He's right around the corner. Fishy Snowman looks like he'll be there. So we get to have a little chat. Wow, $300, that's it? Jesus. Michael Aquarium says, go over and check out this kid. And yeah, check out that guy. Can't wait to see you, Fishy. Anybody? Well, Mario's right next to Rack, so that's good. I can't. I actually am not excited to upload. Well, it's already up to publicize this next video I shot tonight. It's been such a shitty year for like YouTube fish keepers in general, with their tanks and their personal lives. But we're all here for each other. We're all here together. I like being part of the community, and any way that I can stay part of the community is a positive thing, especially when younger kids get involved, because that means younger kids are keeping fish tanks. If they don't keep fish tanks, then every single local fish store that ever was will come to an end, as I'm seeing in my neighborhood. I think the nearest one now is probably like 35, 40 minutes away, where I used to have like several here or there to go to and talk to the people and see what kind of fish they've got and be like, hey, I love those too. Keep them in the tank for a week and I'll be back on Saturday and I'll buy them. And they'd be like, yep, no problem. Good to go. Put them right there for you, because they know I'm going to come back and buy them. And that's basically my quarantine tank for these two gorgeous fish. Now it's everything you got to get online, and you don't know what you're getting, if they're going to survive, what kind of water. It's just crazy. Hey, there's my boy, Replicax. I always say it like that, Replicax. He's from Massachusetts. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Peace. Dilly dilly for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always the super chat comes right in one of my rants about how you can't go to a friggin' local fish store ever anymore, because the hobby is flattening out. And all of us who love the hobby, it's not like we can personally keep these local fish stores in business. I mean, we already like halfway do go there every single day and buy fish or check this out or talk to the people. And then like you just feel bad and you're like, yep. But there's not many of us that are going to do that. And now I can't even go to a local fish store because they're freaking gone. Thanks, Kevin. Peace. Yep. He's got to go to Quincy. I'm not driving to Quincy. That's like an hour away. Easily. But I actually am pretty jealous of a lot of these YouTubers that post all these awesome like local fish keeping. Oh, here's a LFS tour. Like that's all there. And the tanks are gorgeous, and they have a lot of different types of fish. They have saltwater, they have freshwater, they have African cichlids, South American cichlids, just like goldfish, guppies, platies, all your regular stuff that you want to start off with. But they have some more rare stuff like plecos and monster fish. I've been seeing a ton of these around lately, and only on YouTube, and I'm so jealous that I can't go to these places. I have shit around me and it just sucks. Dave's LFS is alive and well. Mine's died. Two of mine that were real close died. Oh, please do, Dave. But it's got to be the last day so I can take the fish and drive 3 hours and they'll live. But the PetSmart down here isn't bad, and Weymouth, but yeah, that's still an hour. Like I have a Petco and a PetSmart fairly close to me. On my way home from work to home, I can stop anywhere, but they don't have. They have regular crap. PetSmart doesn't even have salt water. they carry like some type of Cory cats, but there's usually only 1 or 2 of them, and you need to buy, I like to buy like 6 to 8 to school, but they don't have cardinal tetras, they don't have rummy nose tetras, they just have stupid fish in my, okay, I know, I might come off a little cruel, but, fish I don't want to keep at PetSmart. And then at Petco, they might have your oddball fish once in a while, and they do carry saltwater, but the saltwater tanks, depending on what Petco you go to, are completely a mess. The fish don't really look all that healthy, and they're a big store, so you can't say, ooh, that fish actually looks really good. Can you go quarantine for it? Put it over here and I'll buy it in a week. And now I have to trust him to take care of my fish. No, local fish stores take care of fish. Petco's and PetSmarts don't take care of fish. They don't even care. I almost had a giant rant on Instagram, but the button wasn't held about this friggin' pleco I was trying to get out of Petco. And the guy was trying to train his new employee how to net the fish. And I'm sitting there and I'm impatient as it is anyway. I cannot at all stand this shit anywhere I'm at. Well, no matter what store it is. And she's trying to scoop it and he's like, oh, you're doing good, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, I got to get the frig out of here. Like, I'm not here to watch you train here. Give me the net. He wouldn't give me the net. I was arguing with him. I was like, well, then at least if you're the manager, can you take the net and finally net this fish? You guys been batting around this fish in the tank for 10 minutes. It's probably so stressed out it's gonna die like the second you put it in the bag. Ugh. These friggin' guys. And he was training. She's like, okay, what you want to do? And I was like, give me the net. Let me catch that fish. Please, quickly. You're bashing him around every friggin' part of the tank. That fish is still alive. I did get that pleco, and he is still alive. But that's not the point. I got no place to go for fish anymore. Fishy needs another bear. Lisa got some snails today, and she got some live rock for her saltwater tank. Yeah, sometimes you go to any one of those stores, right? Either one, and you're like, oh, like sometimes I just have to run in. Like I had to this is when I got the fish. I went in to get Huckleberry, one of those like laser engraved just dog tags because he's chipped up, but Greg's gonna be watching him when I go on vacation, and I wanted to like make sure his tag was right. And so while the thing was like, I ran over to the fish, and they had like 5 or 6 like really nice male Bosemani rainbow fish. They had a couple good looking angelfish. African cichlids were going crazy, but the rest of the fish were just like packed in. Like you have a cube, like 8-gallon cube with like 97,000 guppies or glow light tetras, or what the heck did they have? Maybe a bunch of like black mollies. Like they have no choice. It's absolutely extremely difficult to even walk through there and take any fish that you would have any interest in. It sucks. You have to order them online now. Sucks. But I walked out with 2 bristlenose plecos and a straight common pleco that had some really nice dots. And they are all doing great in the tank, of course. Yes, Samuel. If the name has a wrench, it means I trust them to boot anybody out if they have any type of racist or vulgar or just stupid, retarded remarks. They can put your ass in timeout like a little 2-year-old. Essentially, right? It is hard to find LFS here too. Yep. Oh, 40 miles. Jesus Christ. That's a long way too. Me too. I mean, it's going to take a while. Yeah, Lisa's the number one. She's the president of the wrenches. Mama. So I know she can take care of all these immature men on a chat if they start to get out of hand. And Dave's just sitting on his couch. He's probably got the Yankees rerun on in the background, ripping butts. He's a good wrench. I always miss Dave's live streams. He goes on random like me. He's just like, random live stream, 10 o'clock, I'm bored. Live stream. Spider wrench. Bubba's got one in from Arizona. What's it there, Bubba? Like 120? Dilly dilly. There it goes. Must be close to 11. And actually, I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing. It's amazing how the cardinals and the rummy nose kind of just glow back there. It's pretty cool. So it's 10:55. Let's do 5 minutes of whoever wants to ask any question. I don't care if it's fish related or not. I'll answer it. Still got 43 people hanging out on a Sunday night. Oh, Bubba's got his cool 93 degrees once the sun goes down. It gets to 93. I do prefer Cardinals over Neons, Samuel. I think they're a little bit hardier, and I prefer how big they get. Neons tend to just stay tiny or die. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the Neon, but I do prefer Cardinals, yes. Of course. Can't wait to. Well, actually, no. I'm not looking forward to aquatic experience at all. Besides meeting people, meeting all you guys, but I don't like to travel. I don't know if you guys didn't know that. I don't like to leave my house unless it's to go to work or go to the store or do a little mini vacation. I do not like to drive places and then stay in places that I don't know and meet people that I don't know. It's just like you could call it anxiety, but like it's not really anxiety because you can deal with it. But it's like, I'd rather just stay in my house and do my own thing. I like that. I don't know how many of you would rather just like not deal with shit and do your own day-to-day things, but I would. That's what I like to do. Monkey Madness likes the hermit life too. Yeah, I like the hermit life. I like to just like do normal like I gotta bring the kids to the soccer game and coach this and do like everything around my own town, but I don't like to leave that part of it. I don't know. I'm comfortable where I am. Look at all these people. They're just like me. I'm just like you. We're all the same. Yes, it's the king in my castle. King in his castle. I'm like the Borat. Just want to do my own thing with my kids and go to the park and coach them in their soccer and go to school this and then go, just like go to the lake. And I don't even like to leave my town, never mind my state. But I can, you know, it is what it is. You just got to do it, or then everybody becomes a shell of themselves. Dave's not going to Mac. Exactly. If it's not down the street, why are we going, Dave? Seriously. Oh my God, Reagan Kistler just said he took a trip to Punta Cana, which I've been to Punta Cana. Punta Cana. It was a great vacation. And his flight was canceled. He's back to Cleveland, sitting in an old hotel, waiting to wake up at 4 a.m. to go. Look at that. See, you might as well just stay at home in Cleveland. River Life went to Chicago. Samuel asks, "What's my hobbies aside from fish keeping?" I love to fish a lot. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I post all sorts of bass fishing. I love to ice fish. Um, I'm a horticulturist. I love to grow plants, all sorts of plants, not even plants that are in water, but I love to grow all sorts of perennials and all sorts of flowers outside that grow and, look beautiful. What else do I like to do? I like to chop wood, believe it or not. It's one of my favorite parts of the year. Is just like it's exercise and it's stress relief and it's awesome. Um, Other than that, I'm pretty simple. Uh, I like to just hang out with my wife and my family and do family shit. Uh, I got to this point in my life where it was annoying, and then I realized that it's sort of all that matters. Uh, and this like switch clicked that everything that I was seeing with my children and my wife was like the best thing on the planet. And so any spare time I get when I'm with my kids, it's really like awesome. I know it's corny, whatever. Uh, it's just going fishing, going to the pool, going to the beach, going on vacation, you know, where baths and cleaning up from dinner and bedtime used to be a hassle. It's like I just am trying to just soak it all in, um, and own it because they're going to be gone. I have 4 kids. My oldest is 10, and like yesterday, he was like just born. Um, so I have 10, 8, 5, and 2.5. So I just love being with my family, honestly. Really. Cheers. Dilly dilly to family. Yes. So that was my little rant there. You guys know me. I always like to rant. And yes, you got to make those memories. Thanks, Lisa. Dilly dilly, Lisa. Yeah. Got family is all there is. You know. Dilly dilly. Awesome. Yeah. Cheers. 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 Oh, we got 11:01. We got 48 people watching on a Sunday night. Who? Everybody's got to work tomorrow, I'm assuming. I have yes, that epiphany I had a few years ago, and it really is the absolute truth. If you can just get to that point and know that it's not gonna last forever ever. So make every day count with who you love. Rico's back. He just grouted some more tile, or put his kids to bed, kissed his wife goodnight, or he's watching shows, but he's coming back. Probably on his phone, just chilling on the couch, I hope. It's late. How many tanks do I have? I have 4 tanks right now. The electricity bill is really low for tank wise. Everything runs like fairly efficient. It's the central air that friggin' blast um, the electricity bill up around this time of year. It's crazy. Yeah, Rico's in bed, as I should be in bed. I miss Rico's live streams, daily live streams. It was something nice to check into. Super addicting too. 2 water change this weekend. Hey man, do you still have your 75? Everybody's asking about the 75. I wish I had the 75 still. I mean, it would be awesome, but I don't have it. I sold it when I moved to my house, the next house, when I had the 4th kid. Hey, thank you, Keith, for the $2 super chat. That is awesome. Thanks so much. No, I do not need a greenhouse. I have everything I need in place and where I like to grow things. But Greg's greenhouse will be awesome. That's for sure. Night, Dave. Hey, thanks. Get up and do that work. PJF says I work the night shift. This is his 5 p.m. My wife works nights. She leaves for work at 6:30 p.m. She works 7 at night to 7 in the morning, and then when she gets home in the morning at 7:30, I leave just like that. I'm like, hey, how was your night? I love you. And then I take off and with my daughter, and she puts the 2 boys on the bus, and we still got my 2-year-old, but he'll be going to school, preschool in the fall, and that'll be beautiful. Cody says he loves that tank. I'm assuming that's the 75. Yeah, that was a great tank. Oh man, I love that tank too. It's my first dirted tank. I was really watching a lot of Dustin's videos, Dustin's fish tanks. Yeah, everybody I'm sure knows Dustin. I was watching a lot of his videos and decided to go with some organic soil myself and cap it with black gravel and some finer fluorite and then see how the plants did. And that was actually one of my favorite tanks. I love that tank. Uh, it really took off once I added CO2, but I really didn't even need to add the CO2. The plants were growing great. The light was sufficient. Water change was sufficient. I had tons of rainbows, tons of angels, all sorts of schools and different fish in different corners of the tank doing their own thing. It was really one of my favorite tanks. I love that 75. Honeybee's in the house. It's 4 a.m. and Honeybee is up. She always comments on my videos too. Lisa and Honeybee do. That's like Canada, UK, right? Hey, Naked Reefer, thank you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Whoever's up on a Sunday night, dilly dilly to the super chat. Yeah, Rack. I don't see why you wouldn't. It's not like, there's so many YouTubers out there. So it's very tough for like every single comment. If say I get like 100 comments a day and 50 of them are people saying, hey, will you check out my channel and do me a shout out and do this? Like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. It wouldn't be if I was big or if I was small. If I had 1 subscriber or 1,000,000 subscribers, I have no time with all the shit I'm doing on a daily basis to even think of that. But I love being part of the community, and when I see people that are here all the time on other people's channels that I watch, I love watching YouTube videos, not just fish keeping, but I love watching the fish keeping videos, and I love seeing where people are going with their tanks. And I watch just like everybody else. I watch Dustin, I watch Joey, I watch all the new channels coming up, and I love George Farmer and Aaron's Aquarium and all these channels that have been around for a while. Like I still watch just to see what's going on with their tanks because like I'm a fish tank junkie. I love watching fish tanks and what's going on with their tank can help me with my tank. So, I mean, that's just what I love. Oops, sorry. I busted out the camera there. So hopefully you can still hear me. And with that, if the camera doesn't come back in soon, I think we'll just call this a night. And I would love to thank, most important, Lisa Aquatics for the best wrench on the planet. Fish Behind Glass is in the house. He's getting the MAB box. Still can't see it. Yeah. See, I don't know what happened. I'll peace. Good night. Oh, of course, there it comes back in like 2 seconds. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Reagan. Good night, Fishy. Good night, Reef Spy. Lisa again. Rico, good night. I actually like Rico's aquariums. Rico's reef tank, the double R's was really nice. It's too bad they fucked that thing up. Anyway, good night, K-Town, Honeybee, Repliclax, Keith, Naked, Riverlife, Lisa, again, Gar, Fishy Snowman, Peace, 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 PJF, Respy, Ricescapes. That's a nice one. I like that one. AL. Good night to all y'all, and I hope everybody has a wonderful friggin' Monday. Nixon.